Guys, let's move into our best of the rest storylines for a loaded week in college football. First of all, we stay out west. We've been talking about Oregon. Let's cover them now. They host USC. Guys, Oregon doesn't care who your defensive coordinator is or who it isn't. Even in the wake of Alex Grinch being fired, I think the Ducks are going to roll against USC. Trey, you talked about it in the Ledger. You're expecting all the points this weekend.
I'm expecting Dan Lanning and company to show no mercy, Cobra Kai style, sweep the leg. They're going to try to put up as many points as possible, make a statement. And, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Oregon puts up 56 points in this game. That's what I said on the Ledger. I took the over at 73.5 because I don't think Oregon shows mercy. I think they win this game going away. I think USC is ready to say 1-2-3 Cancun by the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, I think, Trey, you're pretty much on the right track here. I like the over pick there, but I don't think it has much to do with USC. I think this is a really, really good Oregon defense, and I think they're going to be able to more or less limit what Caleb Williams is able to do. There's just something that a couple of these games in a row will do to you and to your psyche, right? There's something that if you lose a couple and if you just kind of get beat down in a couple of games straight, or you don't quite win by a big number for a couple of games straight, it kind of messes with your psyche. Not a good place to be, I believe, on the road in this case. Not a great place to be on the road and trying to win one of these games and figuring out, how do we get back on track? How do I get that momentum back? How do I get everything back in the right spot against a really good defense like Oregon? I think Oregon's going to score plenty of points, and I don't think USC has a great week. It will be interesting to see, though. Is it better for you to have Alex Grinch as your defensive coordinator, or anybody else on 1 week of practice?
The latter, 100%.
The latter, okay. Maybe, I guess. I don't know.
I would feel better with one of y'all calling defensive plays than I would Alex Grinch.
Engage 8 every time.
Take that however you will. Trey, let me turn the question around to you. Call your shot. Listen, Oregon with an impressive showing against USC, a win in this scenario over Oregon State to finish out their season in the Platypus Cup. And then obviously they'd have to go on to win the Pac-12 championship game. But call your shot. Does Oregon make the playoff in 2023?
No, because my Washington Huskies are going to make it, man. My Washington Huskies, I'm rolling with my preseason pick. I'm just going to toot my own horn a little bit. There's a good chance I go 4 for 4 on the playoff, and I'm just going to roll with that. So it's mathematically impossible. But Oregon has a great chance.
But okay, so they have a great chance. Get me to the playoff. Are you just dead set on Oregon and Washington right now?
Yeah, I mean, I do think the winner of that Pac-12 championship has a great chance. I'm concerned if that's not the matchup. Obviously, if Washington's in there, that means they're undefeated. Yeah. And, they haven't slipped up again. But I don't know. I'm concerned about the perception of the Pac-12, even in one of their best years. We've just seen that we've seen that bite them before, time and time again, when the Pac-12 just gets left at the altar at the end. So with that wild card, I think that's why I'm a little concerned, both about Oregon and Washington. If Washington slips up, I think they're on thin ice too.
It's a fair take. We've watched it happen before. The Pac-12 and the Big 12, man, they just find ways to not be in the college football playoff, which is certainly unfortunate.
It hurts them that there's a legit ACC team this year too. That's just one more team
not
competing for that. Yeah,
right.
Not named Clemson, right? Yeah, there's no Clemson fatigue to talk about, and Florida State has an inside track to going undefeated.
Yes, they do. Yeah, avoiding Louisville before the ACC championship game, an absolute godsend for FSU. All right, all three boys on the Oregon Ducks to win this week. USC can pack it up. We'll see you in 2024.
Gracious, how about that?